Hello, everybody, and welcome to Inside My Head Between Lectures podcast. In today's episode, we'll be talking about living life in flight mode. And no, I don't mean the aeroplane thing. I mean the flight or fright thing, the adrenaline rush, that constant anxious mind that keeps running in the back of your head. For someone like me, I've been an anxious person through and through. I only, really understand what anxiety was in college. Before that, I thought it was very normal. I thought everybody felt this way, that, constantly being on edge or constantly requiring reassurance. I thought this was normal. Apparently not. So when I finally realized, oh wait, this is not normal, I started noticing how it shows up in literally every single part of my life, especially in medical college, because that is my world. And I just wanted to talk about that today, not from a professional angle, but from my experience of living with that, constant anxiety. I am not at all a professional, so this is not me telling you need to do this or that. This is just me sharing my experience of living in the constant rush. At first, I used to get these jitters just before exam. Everybody gets exam anxiety, right? I thought, this is normal. But then the jitters became full on trembling. My hands would shake. I couldn't breathe properly. My thoughts would start to race. Even simple things like when someone I love leaves, even for a short while, it hit me so hard. It's not just, missing them. It was like they took out all the air out of my lungs when they left. Anxiety, it slowly seeped into everything, not just exams or relationships, but daily life. I wake up anxious. Even when I have nothing to rush for, my brain still says, run. Even on holidays when I have nowhere to go and I'm not in a rush at all for nothing, I do things in panic just to finish all of them and then lie down scrolling my phone, all the while wondering, what was that point? Why did I even rush? I could have done the same things, in a much more relaxed way and not be as stressed. For a long time, I played the victim. I agree. I told myself, okay, now I have anxiety. I can't do anything about it. This is just who I am now. Like, I thought it was like a virus that took over my body and I can not stop it. But eventually, I got tired of that mindset. I was like, this anxiety, it is not leaving. It's here to stay. So my, plan of action is to learn to live with it. I'm not saying you can just meditate and it'll go away. And if you have anxiety, please do not self-diagnose yourself. Please consult a professional. And I'm just going to say some lifestyle changes, little habits that helped me, that make a difference in everyday life, along with professional help and therapy, of course. So the first thing I changed was my mornings, because that was the hardest part. I used to hate mornings. I'd wake up with my heart racing, sweating, scared for absolutely no reason. And honestly, I think it's partly because of how the way I go to sleep, because I used to scroll until like 2-3 a.m. I'll sleep with reels on my face and wake up craving the same rush. My brain, it wanted dopamine before even brushing my teeth. And what I did was I started changing my nights, because that is where this began. First thing, I dim my lights an hour or half an hour before I go to bed. I turn on these fairy lights, put on cozy candles and play some very calming music and play affirmations. I know it sounds very silly, like the affirmations like you're safe, you're okay, I'm here for you. But genuinely, they help. You don't have to sit down and listen to them or, say it out loud or anything. You can just make them play in the background, and even that has an effect if you keep doing it consistently. While these keep playing, you can do anything, like you can draw, write, stare at your ceiling, listen to songs, do whatever, just not your phone. And when you wake up, the same thing applies. No phone for at least 30 to 45 minutes before, after you get up. And when you wake up slowly. Do not have those alarms that are like, it's like banging in your ears. We do not want that, because that puts our brain in that rush mode again. We don't want that. Just play something that wakes you up, but it's not as, banging as those things. And after that, do everything in your routine. Even if it's very small, even if it's a very normal, mundane thing, do it intentionally. Do it slowly. Okay, you're right? Like, if you're brushing your teeth, do it like that's the only task you have in your day. Do it with intention. I recently came across this quote that comes something like, be where your feet are present. And that hit me really hard, because every time we are never, where we are supposed to be. Like if I'm standing somewhere, I'm always thinking about something from the past, something in the future. I always am. My mind is constantly racing. First, once, just, look at your feet and see where you are right now and think about that place alone. Just be there in that moment alone. And I swear, once you figure out how you start and end your day, everything else just starts to, fall into place. Also, during the day, you can find what calms you down. For me, it's songs. It's always been songs. Any sort of, problems I have, any pressure I have, it's always songs that help me. I have a playlist that's just for whenever I feel anxious. It's just full of, very calm, soothing songs, not any hip hop stuff, but you can just add whatever you like. For someone else, it could be your loved one's voice. You can even ask someone to record a slow voice note that just says, you're safe, I'm here for you, nothing bad's going to happen, and something like that. Because sometimes when you're anxious, you feel like you're a burden if you keep asking for reassurance. And I get that because I felt that too. So these are little things that you can use to help yourself for the times when you can't reach out. You can also repeat small phrases like, I'm safe, I have everything I need with me, I don't need to rush, this is only momentary, this moment will pass, or something like that. And remember that these affirmations take some time to work. You can't just expect to one day say them and they'll start, magically your anxiety will disappear. No, it takes time. It takes constant, efforts and consistency. Another thing is caffeine. I am so bad at this. I used to drink up coffees up until, the moment I went to sleep. That is not at all good for my anxiety. Please don't drink coffee. Like if you're going to go to sleep at say 11, stop caffeine intake like after 4 or 5. This is something I am still working on. And remember, again, you are not a burden. I know it feels like that sometimes when you need someone to, even calm you down. You feel like you're being too much, but you are absolutely not. You're just someone who feels deeply, and that is not a flaw. If someone calls you dramatic or, overreacting, it's probably because they can't comprehend that level of emotion. And that's okay. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone. But don't let them make you hate yourself for feeling things, because you are human. You are meant to feel things. We are just made a little bit differently because we feel them a little extra. And that is not bad at all. And when you're in the middle of it, like when you are going through an anxiety attack, I know how it feels. And I know that you feel like so alone and scared. And your chest starts hurting when you can't breathe and you feel like you genuinely are, dying. It actually feels like that. Just remember, it will pass. It always does. You've been through worse. You will get through this too. It always will pass. And in those times, look around you. Focus on the little things. Notice a few colors. Notice the taste of something. Notice little things about you. Just bring yourself back into your body, because sometimes it feels like you're don't even know where you are. Just find something. Have some techniques in hand that help you, ground yourself whenever you feel this way. Give it some time, and I'm sure, I know it will pass. So this episode is really close to my heart because it's one of those topics that's like really hard to talk about. But I've stopped being ashamed of it. For a long time, I thought anxiety was my whole personality, my whole identity. But now it's just a part of me, and I've started to accept that. So if you relate to any of this, I hope this episode makes you feel a little less alone, because you are not. That's all for today's episode. Thank you for listening and for just being there.